The eve of battle has finally arrived, and there's a certain electricity humming through the heart of Texas, a pulse of defiance that cuts through the skepticism, the dismissals, the mockery. It's the night before the Dallas Cowboys march into their showdown against the Green Bay Packers, and the football world has already written its script. The Packers, steady and storied, will handle their business at home, and the Cowboys, that eternally hyped franchise, will once again crumble under the weight of expectation. But in the smoky corridors of AT&T Stadium, in the meeting rooms and film sessions and locker room huddles, there's a different story taking shape. One of quiet confidence and sharpened resolve. And at the heart of this new narrative stands a man whose mere presence has altered the chemistry of a team searching for an edge. Jadeveon Clowney. His arrival hasn't just been a roster move, it's been a cultural shockwave, the kind that separates contenders from pretenders, talk from action, talent from tenacity. Clowney isn't here to make friends or smile for cameras. He's here to demand more grit, more fight, more of that raw, unfiltered dog mentality that championship defenses are built on. From the moment he stepped into the Cowboys' state-of-the-art facility, Clowney has called out what so many veterans are too polite to say. "This place looks too good," he remarked, his eyes scanning the pristine weight rooms and polished meeting spaces. "When the facility looks this good, you ought to be bawling." That wasn't a throwaway comment. It was a challenge. A challenge to a team that, despite flashes of brilliance, has too often played soft, too often let comfort become complacency. And that challenge has resonated. His voice has become a rallying cry in a locker room that knows its reputation. A team with all the talent in the world, but too few players willing to bleed for the cause. And Clowney is not just talking. He's embodying the mentality he preaches. At every practice, in every rep, he's setting the standard. Prepare like a pro, work like a savage, and finish every damn play. It's that word, finish, that's become his mantra. Because Clowney has seen the film. He's watched too many Cowboys edge rushers win the initial battle, only to give up when their first move doesn't land. He's seen pressure dissipate too quickly, quarterbacks escape too easily, and opportunities squandered because the rush lacked persistence. "Finish your rush," he's told them. "Even if you don't get the sack, put your hands on the quarterback. Make him feel you. Make him think twice before stepping up." It's a philosophy that's about more than stats. It's about intimidation, about imposing your will on an offense until it bends or breaks. That's the energy Dallas has been missing. On offense, under Brian Schottenheimer's direction, and with Clayton Adams molding the line, there's been a noticeable edge, a mean streak in the trenches, a physical identity emerging. But on defense, it's been too often passive, reliant on Micah Parsons to create magic, while others wait for plays to happen. Clowney is here to change that dynamic. He's here to demand urgency and violence from every snap, and the ripple effects are already evident. Solomon Thomas has been more vocal on the sideline. Younger players like James Houston and Donovan Ezaraku, both showing flashes of brilliance, now have a veteran example to emulate. And the message to underachievers like Dante Fowler and Sam Williams is clear. Step up or step aside. The timing of Clowney's arrival couldn't be more pivotal. The Packers, for all their mystique, are vulnerable. Their offensive line is banged up, with both starting tackles nursing injuries. That means potential mismatches on the edge, and Clowney knows it. "I can't wait to chase the quarterback," he says, and the anticipation in his voice isn't bravado. It's hunger. It's the hunger of a veteran who's been here before, who knows the impact a relentless pass rush can have on a young quarterback like Jordan Love. Green Bay's offense has leaned heavily on play action, a strategy that crumbles if the run game is stifled. And the Packers' ground attack, truth be told, has sputtered all season. They've had flashes but no consistency. Clowney, alongside interior powerhouse Kenny Clark, plans to shut it down entirely. If the Cowboys can choke off the run, the play-action game becomes toothless, and Love is forced into predictable passing situations, the kind Clowney thrives in. But his influence isn't confined to the pass rush. Far from it. Jadeveon Clowney is not just another defensive end brought in to chase quarterbacks. He is a walking, talking embodiment of what a complete defense looks like. He understands the anatomy of greatness on that side of the ball better than most, because he's lived it, studied it, and built his career around it. To him, defense isn't about a single sack artist piling up highlight plays or a shutdown corner locking down one side of the field. It's about 11 men moving with singular purpose, each cog in a finely tuned machine, doing its job with ruthless precision. Every man has to do his job, he says, a mantra that might sound cliche, but it's one too many teams forget the second adversity strikes. The front seven must not only hold the line, but own the trenches, collapsing pockets and clogging lanes with violent efficiency. The secondary must blanket receivers like a second skin, suffocating passing windows and turning easy throws into impossible dreams. The linebackers must diagnose plays like surgeons and close gaps with the kind of ferocity that makes running backs hesitate before they hit the hole. Only when all three layers of the defense move as one, disciplined, relentless, unbreakable, does the machine achieve its full destructive power. And that's the machine Clowney envisions taking the field on Sunday. Cold, calculated, and angry. Even the number he's chosen to wear, 42, speaks volumes about his mindset. This isn't a vanity choice or a random assignment. It's a tribute to Jackie Robinson, the man who shattered barriers and forever changed the landscape of professional sports. For Clowney, wearing 42 isn't about nostalgia. It's a declaration of intent. It's a statement that he's not just here to be another name on the roster, another jersey in the store. He's here to break expectations, to redefine what this Cowboys defense can be. And every time he takes down a quarterback, he plans to knock the baseball out of here. A symbolic nod to Robinson's legacy and a personal message to the league. He's not playing for stats, he's playing for history. And maybe that's why this game feels so profoundly different. Because the Cowboys who stumbled in Chicago, undone by a Javonte Williams fumble, thrown off rhythm when CeeDee Lamb limped to the sideline, handcuffed by timid play calling, they're gone. That version of this team died the moment Clowney walked into the locker room and demanded accountability. What's left in its place is something far more dangerous. A group galvanized by adversity, hardened by disrespect, and redefined by a veteran who refuses to accept anything less than excellence. These Cowboys don't want moral victories or garbage time points. They're not interested in keeping it close or showing promise. They're coming to win, and more importantly, they truly deeply believe they will. Because for them, this isn't just another regular season Sunday. It's a referendum on decades of frustration and underachievement. It's a chance to tear down the tired narratives that have clung to this franchise like a curse. The talk of wasted talent, of playoff collapses, of being good but never great. It's about proving that this team can rise when everyone expects them to crumble. It's about building a defense that doesn't just respond to the game, but dictates it. A defense that steps onto the field and forces opponents to change their plans, abandon their comfort zones, and play scared. And make no mistake, Jadeveon Clowney is the spark that's igniting that transformation. His relentless motor, his ruthless mindset, his refusal to accept mediocrity, they're contagious. They're changing the culture from the inside.